In a peaceful little village, Aditya and Rakesh grew up together like shadows never parting from one another. From their very first days of carrying school bags, the two boys shared every joy and sorrow. They ran along the red dirt roads of the village, played under the shade of cool green trees, and not a single day passed without the presence of the other. Villagers often looked at them fondly, constantly talking about their beautiful friendship. Wherever Aditya is, Rakesh is there, too, they would say, as if it were an unchanging truth. Their bond became a shining example, a symbol of unity admired by everyone in the village. Despite their closeness, Aditya and Rakesh had completely different personalities. Aditya was a simple, honest young man who always believed in the goodness of others. He was willing to help anyone without a second thought and always viewed life with optimism and sincerity. In contrast, Rakesh was clever, humorous, and ambitious. He always wanted to stand out, to be a leader in everything, and often used his wit, and sometimes cunning, to achieve his goals. If Aditya acted with his heart, Rakesh relied on his cold logic and careful calculations. At first, these differences only made their friendship more interesting, complementing each other like two perfect puzzle pieces. As time went by and their childhood came to an end, both stepped through the doorway of the future. After finishing school in the village, Aditya and Rakesh began thinking about the path ahead. Aditya carried a simple yet noble dream: to start his own business and contribute to the development of his beloved village. He wanted to bring jobs, opportunities, and innovation to the people who had raised him. Meanwhile, Rakesh was drawn to the glittering allure of wealth. He dreamed of large sums of money, a luxurious life, and was ready to do whatever it took to get there as fast as possible. Two dreams, two directions, but their friendship remained intact. To realize his dream, Aditya began working hard. Tutored children in the village, worked at a small shop, and carefully saved every penny he earned. Each passing day, he envisioned opening his business, imagining a bright future for himself and his community. "One day I'll make it," Aditya told himself, eyes shining with hope. Meanwhile, Rakesh watched his friend, and one day approached him with an enticing proposal. "Hey brother, why are you doing all this alone? We're friends. Let's start something together. We'll split the profits, build everything side by side." Hearing those words, Aditya felt warm inside. With absolute trust in their friendship, he didn't hesitate to hand over all his savings to Rakesh. The two decided to open a small phone repair shop right in the village. At first, everything went smoothly. Aditya worked tirelessly, fixing phones, engaging with customers with a friendly smile and sincere dedication. Rakesh, meanwhile, handled the finances and occasionally traveled to purchase supplies. Aditya felt like his dream was coming true. Each repaired phone and each satisfied customer's smile reaffirmed his belief that he was on the right path. The small shop became a bright spot in the village, and Aditya was full of hope that this was only the beginning of something greater. But then, things started to change. Rakesh began leaving the shop early more often, citing urgent work or family matters. Aditya, being naturally trusting, didn't think much of it. Until one day, he accidentally saw Rakesh secretly selling a phone, purchased with the shop's money, to a stranger. When Aditya questioned him, Rakesh brushed it off with a laugh. "Oh, it's just a regular customer. I made a quick sale, that's all." Aditya felt suspicious but told himself, "This is my best friend. How could he possibly do something wrong?" He chose to trust, brushed off the uneasy feeling, and continued working with hope that everything would be fine. Time passed, and the shop began facing problems. Cash was dwindling, inventory deliveries were delayed, and fewer customers were showing up. Aditya checked the books and discovered several discrepancies. Worried, he confronted Rakesh, only to be met with harsh words. "You're doubting me? Is that all our friendship is worth? You're so narrow-minded." Hearing those words, Aditya fell silent. He didn't want to argue, but his heart was filled with questions. Then one day, when he arrived at the shop, Aditya was stunned to find the door locked and the sign taken down. A nearby vendor told him Rakesh had taken all the equipment the previous night, claiming the shop now belonged solely to him. Aditya tried calling, but Rakesh's number was disconnected. When he went to Rakesh's house, his family told him he had left for the city. Aditya sat in front of the shop, where he had poured all his sweat, effort, and trust, staring blankly. Everything seemed to collapse: his money, his dream, and the friendship he cherished. In the days that followed, Aditya sank into disappointment. He felt betrayed, his trust and efforts swept away like foam on water. But then, a spark lit up in his mind. "If I give up now, Rakesh wins," he told himself. With newfound determination, he stood up and decided to start over, this time with sincerity and persistence as his foundation. Aditya began again with the smallest of jobs. He helped out in the fields, fixed bicycles, did whatever he could to earn money. Slowly, he saved a small amount. This time he was wiser, no longer blindly trusting. With his modest capital, Aditya opened a new shop for repairing phones and computers. At first, the challenges were overwhelming. Few customers, lack of management experience, and even doubts from within himself. But he didn't give up. His honesty and diligence gradually regained the villagers' trust. He even offered free computer lessons to children in the village, spreading the message: never trust someone so much that they can steal your dream, but always believe in hard work and honesty. As time went by, Aditya's shop grew remarkably. Customers returned, trusting in his dedication and service quality. The shop became more than just a repair center. It turned into a community hub, where children learned and adults found comfort. Aditya had become one of the most respected people in the village, a role model of resilience and integrity. His original dream, to serve the village, had come true, not just through the shop, but through the values he brought to life. One day, Rakesh returned to the village, looking worn and weary. Seeing Aditya's thriving shop, he bowed his head, in shame. Rakesh walked up, voice trembling. "Forgive me, Aditya. I was wrong. I was terrible." Aditya looked at his old friend, silent for a moment, then replied, "I forgive you, but I'm not the same Aditya you once knew. Trust, once broken, cannot be fully mended." Rakesh quietly walked away, carrying his regret, while Aditya continued on his path. Aditya became a respected figure in the village, not just because of his successful shop, but because of his unyielding spirit and honesty. He taught the children the right path, emphasizing, hard work and sincerity will never betray you. The story of Aditya and Rakesh is a profound lesson. Even when betrayed, even when the road is rough, if you hold fast to honesty and effort, success will come. Aditya not only rebuilt his dream, but also inspired many, proving that hardships are merely tests, and sincerity is always the key to unlocking the future. If you find this story meaningful, share it with your friends to spread the message about the value of perseverance, honesty, and believing in yourself. Let me know if you'd like a version optimized for storytelling, publication, or spoken narration.